What's good, y'all? It's your boy Untamed, yeah, boy.
Sersky.
Coming at you live for another episode of the Man What Podcast. Man, what?
Man, what?
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 Nah, what's up?
What's happening? What's happening?
I'm here with my favorite co-host, Khalil Jamal. It go down every time we touch this mic.
Yes,
and
sir.
You know that.
You know that.
You know that.
And you know that.
What's up, man? How you feeling?
Man, today I feel worthy. I feel worthy. Yes, sir.
I feel like just do it.
Just
do it. I'm on my younger age. You feel me? I'm on that Nike check.
Hey, cause we all about a check. Foot
You know
in
what I
they
mean?
neck. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Y'all.
Yes, sirski. Man, but
So
I feel
what's
good
going
today,
down,
man.
man?
It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a good day. Got some good rest. Ate some good food. Got to work tonight, probably in a couple hours, but you know,
Oh, okay.
everything straight.
We gotta put in that work.
Got to put in that work. Do not. We talked about this last episode. Don't be the broke friend. Get your ass
Don't
up.
be the brokey.
Get your ass up.
Please.
Get off the fucking
if you're
couch.
broke, you got to go.
You got to go.
On God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
And
what's
if
up,
you
man.
and if you
the
is
AM
broke,
shift today.
figure out how you can make your situation better. We gonna get into that this pod though. I'm gonna let my boy Brian cook though. What was you saying, brother?
I agree. I work the AM shift. You feel me? I already got it in for the day.
Yes, sir.
You know, so shit. We right back.
Yeah.
We right back with another.
Yeah.
What's up? I want to take this time out to thank all of our fans, man. We love y'all. Y'all really been supporting heavy.
Man.
Y'all been subscribing and y'all been commenting and all that. So y'all make sure y'all go follow us everywhere on all those social medias at Man What Podcast.
Man
I'm talking
What.
about the TikToks. I'm talking about the Instagrams.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm talking about everywhere.
The YouTube.
Go
all that.
follow us right now.
Right
man.
now.
Like
now.
right now. Like just stop what you're doing, pause the video right now and go follow us because y'all tripping. But yeah. Everything good, man.
Man, I'm glad to hear
Everything
that.
copacetic.
I'm glad to hear that, man. It's a peaceful Sunday, man. But you know what though? I feel like when sports is not happening, luckily we got the Olympics right now. But when football is not happening and like basketball is not happening, I be feeling like Sundays be so trash as far as like something to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got the Olympics right now, but the game was yesterday. Like
Yeah.
now we up here watching. I was watching gymnastics at the gym. I was like, dang, like I mean, it's cool, but
You was
know.
watching Simone Biles?
No. It was something. It was somebody else. I think it may have been like a different like gymnastics, but like
Because
a
if you're
different
not
thing.
watching Simone Biles, you're tripping.
Hey, shout out Simone Biles. That's Spring, Texas in the building. Houston, Texas in the
Know what I mean?
building. The GOAT.
Know what I mean?
The GOAT. Please.
Yep.
Hey, yo, you know what's so crazy? I was looking at Simone Biles' age, right? Because I'm thinking like, damn, Simone Biles got to be like my age type shit. I'm 30, so if anybody listening, you know what I'm saying, just to give y'all some context, I'm thinking like, dang, she's still in the Olympics at 30 something? Bruh, she is 27. We've been knowing about Simone Biles going on 10 years now. We first found out about Simone Biles in 2015, 2016.
Yep. That go to show she the GOAT, man.
Yo, she won all them gold medals at 19 years old. So talk
19,
different.
yep.
Talk different when you talking about a
And you know the
Houston,
Olympics
Texas
is every
legend.
4 years. So what? This her third one?
Yeah, third. But you know they got the Summer Olympics every 2 years, and then the actual Olympics like every 4, I believe.
Man, she been putting in work consistently
For a long
I was just watching
time.
her on YouTube. I don't know what type of flip she be doing, but I don't really understand the Olympics and stuff like that. But I know when she do them flips, everybody be like,
Hey.
So you know,
Hey,
I ain't trying to play devil's advocate. I'm right there like, yeah.
Nah, for real. I don't know what none of them flips mean for real, but I just know she be killing them bitches, bro.
Yeah.
She be smoking that
sure.
shit. But like I said, the men's basketball game was yesterday, and they played Puerto Rico, And dog,
shout out Puerto Rico, Puerto Ricans in the house.
Them niggas,
you feel me?
Got they ass handed to them, boy.
Yeah. But like I've been telling you, bro. Man, it's not fair, bro.
It's not, bro. It's not fair at all.
Yeah, man. So like I was saying, bro, with the United States, it really ain't fair for these people, bro. Nah. Like on some real shit, they got Curry, LeBron, KD, Anthony Edwards, AD, Embiid. Like, bro,
Jason Tatum.
It really does. Yeah,
Derek White out there going off. Like,
come on, man. Like, it's really not fair.
Bam Adebayo going off.
With it. Come on, man. It's crazy. Like, man, bro. So I don't expect nothing less from the U.S. team. We definitely bringing home the gold this year.
Got to bring home that gold.
I mean?
Got to bring home that gold.
You know what I mean? We bringing home the gold this year. I don't even think.
And
it's
if
really
any of y'all got shit to talk, like any of y'all other country players got shit to talk, Dylan Brooks, Shea, all y'all, just know the U.S. spanked that ass.
Spanking them.
Spanked that ass. So come on,
really
man.
A given.
Come on,
it's
man.
Given.
Oh,
like, come on,
bro. By the way, Ant Edwards went out there and put up 26 points, the most points on the team.
26 is crazy.
Yeah.
26 is ridiculous. You know
what
I mean? Like,
there was a play where Ant came down off a fast break, right?
Yammed it.
Windmilled it.
Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Anthony Edwards out there to show out.
Let me tell you something, y'all. The next 10 years is gonna be a long 10 years for you niggas. Ant is here.
No cap.
He's here. Like, and the most impressive thing about the whole shit, bro, he's only 22. He's 22 years old, bro. He got
baby.
He still got so much room for improvement that I'm just
he don't need no milk.
And
that
out
nigga
there
ate all his Wheaties, drank all the milk. I'm talking about damn.
Ant went out there.
That motherfucker looking like a grown man out there.
Man, look. And I didn't know he was a damn steel machine. Like, he a walking steel.
Come on. He fast. That's what it is. He got quickness.
He quick. You know what's crazy?
His quickness is
he kind of remind me, like, a lot of people talk about how he reminds them of Jordan. But he also remind me a little bit of a D Wade too, like in terms of his athleticism. Like he kind of remind me of a D Wade / Jordan low key. So you know what I'm saying, shout out to Anthony Edwards going out there and putting 26 points up when Bron and Curry and KD are on your team. It's some highly impressive shit, bro. Highly impressive.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Sure. So
and then KD is now the leading scorer. What is it? Leading scorer and leading rebound?
Now he's a leading rebounder. Bron's
leading rebounder is crazy. Now he already been the leading scorer. He been the leading scorer.
No, I don't think he's
been the leading scorer.
Is he?
Yeah,
I thought
all time in the USA.
Nah, I think that's Bron.
Nah, I'm talking about in the Olympics, not in the NBA.
No.
KD is the all-time leading scorer.
Damn, is that true?
Yeah, man.
Cause I thought I seen something where Bron hit the it said he's the only person to have 300 points in the Olympics.
Nah, okay. Right now, he is the leading scorer. He got 37 points and LeBron got 33.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So right now he is the leading scorer. He got 37 points altogether in these what has been 2-3 games?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So man, shout out KD. Shout out Ant Edwards is going down, man. See, USA. Come on. The gold is imminent. It's really a shoe-in. It's a shoe-in.
Literally.
I'm sorry, y'all, but if y'all repping for any other team in the Olympics, man, I feel bad for you, baby. Sorry. But the gold coming home this way. As
to
it
the
should,
US.
like rightfully so.
And shout out Puerto Rico. Y'all put up a good little fight.
And I am Puerto Rican, you know what I mean? If y'all didn't know, your boy is Puerto Rican. So shout out Puerto Rico, but I gotta call a spade, so it is what it is. They got to go. It's over. It's over. But you know, whatever though. Y'all playing Bron and Ant and KD, like, come on, how could y'all really compare? You know what I mean? So
Niggas
shout out to Team USA. It go down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, let's talk about a little music, man. Let's get into some music news. So over the weekend,
get it.
Parti Nxt Door had a concert in Toronto, and he brought out Drake. He had Drake
at the party playing with his nose now. You feel me?
Okay.
I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly.
That's what K-Dot said. But
you know what I'm saying? But he had a show in Toronto, and he brought out special guest Drake. And
Drizzy
and Toronto showed Drake so much love. So if y'all thought that Limp Bizkit concert, if y'all thought that Limp Bizkit concert was any indication of how Toronto felt about Drake, you were wrong. You were absolutely wrong.
Stop it.
You were
Drake the GOAT, man.
So what I thought the coolest part about the concert was that he only did R&B songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He only did his R&B hits, and at the end of the performance, he announced that him and Party got an album coming in the fall. So we finally gonna get that full Drake R&B album, and I'm super excited about this.
We'll take it. We'll take it. And then, like, if y'all didn't know, allegedly, man, Parti Nxt Door wrote a lot of the hits that we listen to.
Shit, I don't even think that's alleged. I think that's
9 years ago from Drake.
That's public knowledge.
Like, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Anytime I feel like anytime Drake get on the Caribbean vibe, get on the man, you could tell Parti Nxt Door's cadence, bro. Like you could tell it. You could tell how he really sings and shit like that. So I think this will definitely be a good album. For sure.
I think that's a good...
And we already know. Anything that Drake puts out as far as collabs, bro, it goes. Come on, he turns 21 Savage into a superstar. Like,
Facts.
Overnight, bro.
Facts.
Overnight. Like, so... This one, right? I think after coming off the loss to Kendrick as far as rapping, I think that this is really actually a great move for Drake. You know what I mean? Like, fuck rapping for a little while. Okay, I lost the battle, but... Can he fuck with me on this R&B shit though? Can he fuck with me on the singing shit though? You know what I mean? So,
not too many can.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm ready to see the aesthetic of the album. I'm ready to hear a lot of the music, man. Because like I said, I think those two guys in terms of R&B of the past 10 years have had such a big influence. Like everybody tries the underwater sound, the super curated R&B sound comes from 4D, Drake and Party. So I'm super excited to hear what that album is gonna be. And he said it's coming in the fall. So look, y'all, we at the end of summer. It's August now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about to be time for summer, man. It's about to be time for that type of music. So, you know, I'm ready to hear it, man.
Y'all give it up for Khalil. He finna have. Y'all give it up for Khalil, man. He finna have his rendition. He finna have his one-on-one time with y'all. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in. So what else we talking about, bruh?
Yeah, we got new Tory Lanez.
I'm like a ghost right now. I'm like a ghost.
Yeah, we for sure. So we got new Tory Lanez music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep, we got some new Tory Lanez music. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I actually heard that.
I'm super excited about new Tory Lanez music, man. Because I would say another one of those R&B albums that for me has had a stronghold on the past maybe like 3 or 4 years is Tory Lanez Playboy. Is Tory Lanez Playboy project. I think, man, that's one of the most. It's one of the most like honest projects because you know a lot of people nowadays do R&B and they kind of put themselves in a position as the winner in this, like, oh, you like I didn't like you, so it was fuck you, I got rid of you. But Tory kind of took the approach on that Playboy album where he kind of put himself in a position of like the loser in the situation. Not that he's a loser, but like he kind of put it like, oh dang, you fucking with a guy that's richer than me, that got more money than me, and it's fucking with my ego. And I think the more honest you could get about that type of shit in your music, I feel like the better and the more people connect with it, because they're like, oh, this guy is basically, he's like me. Like, and I think we can all relate to that. I think we can all relate to not being the richest, not being someone's first option, you know, especially in the world of dating, especially dating nowadays. Like, there's just like people in general just have so many options. So I think Tory coming back to music, even finding a way to record music through jail, I'm super excited about it, man. I know everybody has their way they feel about Tory, man, but if we talking music, he's one of the best. He's one of the best. So
that's a fact. That's
super excited that Tory is back making music. And shit. Welcome back to the world of music, Tory. We welcoming you with open arms, brother.
Welcome back, Tory Lanez. Like I said, I'm like a ghost right now. I feel kind of like Tory Lanez. But even though you can't see me, you can still hear me. You feel me?
Yeah, we feel the presence,
and
brother.
I feel the same way. I was actually watching a couple of the. Matter of fact, Tory dropped 2 songs, right? And I heard them. I was on Academics. I was on Academics Instagram, right? And I heard 2 songs that Tory Lanez dropped.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard them yet, right? It's like two full-length songs.
I heard one that was kind of like it was more like a rap vibe, and then one was just like a singing vibe. The singing vibe I really love.
Yeah.
Man.
And basically,
Vibes.
what I was saying is like the quality of it is crazy. Like for him to be able to have that type of quality, while still in jail, bruh.
Yeah,
I feel like that's like one-on-one type thing, because we never really. I mean, other than like Vibes Cartel, but shout out Vibes Cartel. He did just get out of jail. You know, he got acquitted on his murder. By
the way, Drake and Party. If Tory got this type of access to studio equipment, have him send some references.
Facts.
Have him send some references. Because if Party and Party and Drake gonna do an R&B album, y'all can't do that album. Y'all cannot do that album. It's imperative that y'all do not do that album without some Tory input. I feel like that's important. I just had to say that. So Drake, if you see this clip, I know you be on the internet. Party, if you see this clip, I know y'all be on the internet. Anybody on OVO, please get some references from Tory. It's only gonna help.
I agree. Like I was saying, Tory Lanez is very critically acclaimed. I feel like he is one of the best artists that we have out right now. As far as the music, like all of his music sounds so original. It sounds so like heartfelt, and you could tell that he's really in there like dealing with himself. You know what I mean? As far as I think maybe he was kind of depressed that he wasn't able to put out the music that he wants. But when we do hear these songs that are coming out, I feel like it's like an outlet for him, and I feel like he really wants to show his improvement, because Tory is one of them artists that get better and better and better, you know, as time progresses. So, but what I really want to commend is the quality, bruh. We haven't really seen an artist that's been locked up produce songs of this quality, other than a select few.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he's doing it. I don't think that he has studio equipment while he's locked up. I mean, that would be crazy. Like you're locked up for shooting somebody and they give you studio equipment. I would assume that that he doesn't have equipment. But what I was hearing, a lot of people have said that he's recording on BandLab.
Okay.
You ever heard of BandLab?
Yeah, it's the thing that you could pull up on an iPad.
Yeah, and when he was basically saying like, yeah, this is how I recorded it. You know, this is the best quality that you're gonna get, and he's basically saying like, me and my engineer figured out the quality to be able to put out good music. But I really think, allegedly, that Tory got a couple of phones in that bit, man. Tory got he got an iPhone in that bit.
Oh,
you
of course.
feel me? Like it's no way
course.
that, because the songs sound really good. Like you know what I mean? They
sure.
sound like studio quality releases.
Yeah.
So I just want to big Tory up on that.
I think one of the most impressive things is that he can write from the perspective of being out already. Like, because he's talking about, like in some of the songs, he's talking about the cars he's pushing, the girls he's talking to, right? And I'm like, wow, like he's able to tap into that mindset of like being out already while he's in there. Like, and it just goes to show you where his mind is at. Like his body may be in jail, but you could tell when he gets out, his mind is already on move number 10. You know what I mean? It's on step 10 already. So
yeah,
because he's not thinking about where he's at currently. He's thinking about everything else. And the fact that he's able to, one, make music from the perspective of a man that's still living the life that he was living prior to going to jail, I think that just gives credence to his imagination and creativity. You know what I mean? So again, man, shout out to Tory for that, man, because to be able to do that while you're in jail, like being in such a high pressure situation, because again, he is in prison in California. This is no joke, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the fact that he
in LA County jail, kid.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he's able to again keep that mindset and keep that poise about his music, and it not sound like he's in there like getting down on himself. I think that just gives credence to his creativity, and I just want to salute Tory for that. And on top of that, this is off of music about Tory. Did you see that the bodyguard gave his testament about what happened that night? I
did. I actually did see that.
What'd you think about that?
I was actually kind of shocked about that because if y'all been following the case, you know that the bodyguard didn't really come to trial.
Yeah.
In a timely fashion. You know, he made it on, I think, the last day or the last 2 days, but they didn't allow him to actually get on the stand and testify as far as what he saw.
Yeah.
Now, as far as what he said specifically, I don't feel like those statements really would have helped Tory too much. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because he didn't necessarily say. Okay, let me put it this way. I think what would really help him, or would helped him, is if the bodyguard specifically said, "No, I didn't see Tory shoot. I seen Kelsey shoot."
Right, and that's basically what they were insinuating. They were saying Tory was trying to grab. He insinuated that Tory was trying to grab the gun from Kelsey, and somehow in that moment, the gun went off, and you know, the rest was what we've been hearing all along. Megan saying Tory shot her. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like what happened was there was a fight that ensued between Megan and her friend Kelsey. Tory tried to break it up. I guess it seemed like in that instance, it seemed like maybe Megan was getting the best of Kelsey. Kelsey tried to grab the gun. Tory tried to grab the gun from Kelsey. The gun went off. Boom. You know what I mean? So, again, I don't think that would have helped this case, just because he didn't go to jail for shooting Meg. I know a lot of y'all think he did.
He went to jail for gun possession. Let's all remember, Tory's in jail
for gun
possession.
You know,
and as a person from another country, you're not really allowed,
especially as somebody with a record, shoot and somebody with a record. You know what I mean? Like Tory had a record. Yeah. So, again, like y'all got to realize, like, I know a lot of y'all get emotional about this case, but the facts are the facts. He did not go to jail for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. He went to jail for possession of a gun. Now, whatever happened in that night, I feel like none of us will ever truly know, because everybody has interest to protect in this situation. But you know, Tory is in jail.
I also want to say that I feel like the conduct of Tory Lanez during that whole ordeal before he went to trial really sealed his fate. Because if you remember, during that time, it was right around COVID. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Tory was doing his radio show. Yeah. And he was really radio. He was really poking fun at the whole situation. He was really kind of like almost bashing Meg, and he came out with that whole project that was basically like calling Meg a liar and stuff like this. Mm-hmm. And I feel like, cause at first Meg wasn't really trying to like, you know, go all the way with it. She wasn't really trying to throw him under the bus. It seemed like he did that little fiasco, that really, really swayed Meg's testimony, and that really swayed her thinking on the whole situation. Like, oh, this dude trying to clown me. Oh, like, you know what I mean? This dude trying to make me look bad in front of the whole world. Yeah, and knowing that the whole world is watching, he's gonna do this. Right. Okay. Well, that's a bet. And Kelsey, although that allegedly they were fighting because of Tory Lanez, and that, you know, they both had relations with the man. Yeah. I feel like she wasn't gonna still go against her friend. Like, you know, she's not gonna fuck with her no more. But at the end of the day, they did have some type of relationship. And look, let me tell y'all this: there's nothing better or worse than a bitch that's scorned. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A scorned woman. Well, I didn't mean to call her a bitch, but, you know, a woman that's scorned, she will go to the ends of the earth to make sure that you are in the worst position possible. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I feel like in this situation, that's what Meg did. Yeah. She made sure that Tory got what she believed is what he deserved. Yeah, and I think he started playing with people way more powerful than he is, with way more influence than he is. Because when you go out there and you try to, like, because you got to think about it, when an artist is at the level of a Meg Thee Stallion, she's not just putting food on her plate. You know what I mean? She's putting food on the plates of hundreds, potentially thousands of people within her music label, her construct, right? So they have interest to protect. So when you have somebody basically saying that, doing what Tory did, just going on this tirade of just like, this bitch is lying, blah blah blah, like basically all the things that he said, right? Yeah. It doesn't just upset a Megan. You know what I mean? It upsets higher ups, and you gotta take into consideration that, oh, this person might know some people with way more influence than you at the time, so they can sway an opinion. They could sway you know what I'm saying? They talk all the time about how that neighbor who quote unquote witnessed the situation changed his opinion on something after a meeting, like a private meeting or something. So you just got to think about it. Like, at the time, Tory's independent. He had problems with his label, with Interscope, that he just separated from. He had just become independent. So it's basically you versus a machine. You know what I mean? So if you're going on these tirades of just bashing this girl who's connected to this label, and everybody knows, well, I don't know if any, like, this is not common knowledge, but most of these labels are in conjunction with one another. They have to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you're talking about a artist who can potentially make hundreds of millions of dollars for the machine, and all these people almost trying to get destroyed by this independent artist who is already like, fuck our construct. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that was a misstep in Tory's thing, and I just think he had a shitty lawyer, because for me, I personally would have sent what's his name, the bodyguard to the stand, because that creates reasonable doubt about whose gun it even was. For sure. And I feel like Tory was really trying to uphold the quote unquote street code, and he didn't really want to snitch on a girl and all of this and that. But I think in that situation, he definitely should have got on the stand. and just told his side of the story. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro, you're an entertainer. Like, no matter if you want to hold up this street image or not, bro, you're doing 10 years in jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for something that you allegedly didn't do. So it's like, is it worth it? Maybe it is to him. Maybe it is to him, because he seemed to have his head held high, and he seems to have high hopes, and you know, people still regard him as a good artist. So
nah, for sure. And
I think maybe,
and again, like he has enough fans, and he has enough enough talent to maybe not get in the great graces and back in the great graces of everybody, but enough people to sustain his career for the rest of his life. So again, he's gonna be fine when he gets out, bro. He's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? And I think that's just that. Again, that just speaks to where the world is at today. Nobody, like, if you could do some terrible shit, there's still gonna be people to support you. And I'm not saying Tory did no terrible shit, because based on what we read from The Bodyguard, it seemed like he was trying to do the honorable thing and, you know, take the gun out the situation. Is just, you know, when the gun goes off and it hits somebody, now it's just a whole different dynamic now. So
yeah,
you know, that is what that is.
I agree.
But shit, I feel like we've been talking about this for long enough. Y'all know, free Tory. You know what I mean? When he gets out, we definitely gonna support, and we definitely gonna continue streaming the music
Umbrellas.
that we love.
Here.
You know what I mean? And Tory, you got a classic with that Playboy album, brother. You surely do. That's one of my favorite joints, man. I listen to that shit constantly. Like, if you check my title right now, that's probably one of the most streamed albums on that bitch. But I want to go on. I want to get into Yachty, man. A few Yachty things, man. Yachty went on Flagrant 2, and he talked about how he wished he stayed out of the Kendrick and Drake beef, because basically he said he likes both artists, but obviously we know where Yachty's loyalty lies is with Drake. Like, that's who's been, you know, giving Yachty some of the best shots of his career, for real. So he talked about that. He talked about how this wasn't on Flagrant, but this was on his own podcast. He talked about how New York really doesn't have an influence on fashion, and that Atlanta is where the fashion is actually coming from. So I just wanted to get your opinion on basically what Yachty's been saying and doing in the media the past couple months, or the past couple weeks.
Like I said, y'all, this K episode, y'all make sure y'all follow him everywhere.
Hey,
it's your boy Untamed, like a ghost. But anyway, like I was saying, as far as my opinion on the Yachty situation, I just feel like, honestly, man, Yachty right now just needs to shut up, bro. I feel like he's really Meek Milling himself, being Twitter fingers, being well, maybe like in Twitter finger-esque, right? Because he's not really typing. He's more getting on interviews, and I feel like maybe he's trying to gear up to drop something, right? Because you know, that'd be the main reason that people even go on press runs, because other than that, you don't really hear from Yachty. But he's done a couple of interviews, right? And in the interviews, I feel like he's just saying a lot of controversial stuff. I actually heard that him saying that a lot of trends come from Atlanta comes from a saying that they already have in Atlanta. A lot of people there wear this brand that's basically saying, you know, trends are started in Atlanta or something along those lines.
Atlanta influences everything.
Yeah, Atlanta influences everything. A lot of people are wearing that shirt. There. So I think maybe that's where that comes from. And I actually heard that from the Joe Budden podcast, you know, earlier today. And it really got me to thinking, okay, well maybe you know, he's speaking from that type of mindset, because Yachty is a true Atlantean. You know what I mean? Like, he's from the depths of Atlanta. You feel me? He came up in Atlanta, so of course his opinion would be a little bit more biased. But honestly, like, with him saying like fashion comes from Atlanta and stuff like that, I really gotta disagree, because there's a couple of other places other than Atlanta that I could really say mold the look and the act, like just the hip hop. hip hop
Yeah.
itself. And a couple of those places are like New York. You know what I mean?
For
New
sure.
York is always known for their fashion.
For sure.
They're always known for their just high fashion, upbeat, more trendy type of vibe, right? And I feel like a lot of if we're talking about hip hop and rap right now, I feel like a lot of those trends, as far as the chains and the certain way that a lot of rappers and singers dress, I feel like that comes from the South. Big chains, you know what I mean? Like a lot of diamonds. Come on, grills. Like Yachty is a grill wearer. You know what I mean? And grills definitely came from Texas. Like let's really be honest. Come on, Johnny Dang. And look who they even come down to see. A lot of those rappers that get the grills come down to see Johnny Dang. And
for sure,
you know, like I said, he is coming out of Houston, Texas. So I feel like as a whole, Yachty was wrong. He was wrong by saying, you know, that Atlanta's basically most trendy right now. I feel like a lot of the music is pretty good. You know what I mean? There are a lot of good artists coming out of Atlanta, but as far as the fashion and the like, just whole trend of this thing, I feel like Atlanta's really coming to like they're not coming to a standstill, but you know, it's slowed up recently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And maybe that has to do with you know, the Young Thug trial and a lot of the big influences have like really died down a bit. But as a whole, I just feel like Yachty should just shut up, bro. Shut up. Make your music. We regard you as a pretty good artist. We know you're a great writer and stuff like that. So, bro, just shut up. Make your music. Stop commenting on all this other bullshit. You know what I mean? And I feel like that'll serve him right. We like Yachty in the shadows. You know what I mean? He a shadow warrior. No Diddy.
Right.
But
so look,
I want to
start first by saying about this situation. I'm wearing an Atlanta-based brand right now. This is Jules Athletics, the Worthy brand. So I do want to give Atlanta some credit. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of creatives that come out of Atlanta. There's a lot of hustler mentality people that come out of Atlanta. There's a lot of great things, great music, great trends that have come out of Atlanta. So I never want to discredit Atlanta, but what I do want to say is, in terms of comparison to New York, bro, New York has Fashion Week. You know what I mean? And it's one of the world's biggest fashion weeks. Like when New York has Fashion Week, people come from around the world to convene at New York Fashion Week. Like, as much as I love what comes out of Atlanta, as much as I love what comes out of LA, as much as I love what comes out of the South, we don't have that. So when it comes to fashion, you have to give it to Paris because they have Paris Fashion Week, and you have to give it to New York because they have New York Fashion Week. And these are staples. These have been staples in the game for like years and years. So I do think when it comes to fashion is always, and here's the thing, fashion is always going to be a little bit ahead in places that are a little bit colder during the winter. Like in Texas and in Texas and places in the South, it gets hot down south. Like super hot down south. So a lot of times
caliente like fire, man.
And that's the thing. A lot of people aren't really like fashion forward in the South. If you're from Texas, your average person in Texas is not a fashion person. They dress for work and they dress to go out, but they're not fashion people. A lot of the best fashion shit comes out of New York, and then you have people in LA that are obviously they dress well. I've met a lot of people from Chicago who dress really well too, so I just kind of want to give that in as an honorable mention. But I think those are the places for fashion, and especially now, like think about some of the best even streetwear brands. Supreme comes out of New York.
I like Supreme.
Rude comes out of New York. Kith comes out of New York. Like,
Yeah,
you have to
Kith.
really pay attention to the things we love and we rock and we love. Aim Leon comes out of New York. So it's just like,
A lot of reputable brands come out of New York for sure.
so you have to give them the credit, bruh. Especially in terms of like even Yachty. Yachty wears a lot of like New York stuff. Like, he'll rock a New York hat. He'll like a lot of his brand, or a lot of his fashion stuff comes from this brand on Instagram called Hidden NY. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know Hidden NY, shout out Hidden NY. I love that page. It's a lot of creative. It's a lot of clothes and stuff on there that is super dope. And I've always suspected that Yachty has something to do with it. Apparently not. But yeah, man, like Hidden NY is super influential in the way a lot of these guys dress. So with Yachty kind of being someone who's always rocking with them, you can't sit here and deny New York's influence on you just because you're from Atlanta. Like, I'm from Houston, but I'm somebody who says a lot of my favorite hip hop comes from the East Coast. You know what I mean? I love listening to, I love Jay-Z because I like the soul samples. I love Locks because I love a lot of just the way they put bars together. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not discrediting the South and saying that the South doesn't have influence, but I'm just saying, being from the South, I know a lot more Southern music, but I appreciate this. But I appreciate the music that comes from other places, and it's the same thing with fashion. I think he kind of has to develop that mindset. You can acknowledge that New York is the pinnacle, but still be like, yo, but I'm trying to be the forefront or the front runner of what's going on in Atlanta. And I think we would respect that a lot more if he said it like that, as opposed to saying New York don't have no influence. And I think Yachty knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing when he says shit like that. He knows that's gonna piss people off. He knows
Yachty
that's gonna he knows that's gonna get the people riled up, because in New York, first off, some of the most prideful people about where they come from are Texans, Californians, and New Yorkers. So if you say anything about anything from these three places, people gonna get up in arms because they have a sense of pride. They have a sense of pride of where they come from. New Yorkers, you talk about fashion, New Yorkers is on your ass. You talk about influence in music and just culture, Texas is on your ass. Californians, they just have this natural aura about them. You know what I mean? They love where they come from.
They're all proud of where they really come from.
They're proud of it. You know what I'm saying? So any shit talk from those three places, I feel like you're always gonna catch flack from. And Yachty knows New York has influence. He rocks Tims, he rocks polo, the Ralph Lauren polos, the bucket hats, the big jeans. Like, that's New York, bruh. That's New York.
Yeah, that's New York. That's New York. No matter what you say, no matter how you try to come at it, you know, you can say that you have your own unique style, but a lot of it is based out of New York.
And a lot of y'all are young, so y'all don't remember this, but hip hop used to be big t-shirts, big baggy t-shirts. It wasn't until Jim Jones.
I like the way you do that right there.
And
big
t-shirts. In real talk, it wasn't until Jim Jones start rocking the small t-shirts the year that Ballin' came out, where the fashion changed.
I remember the white tee, then he threw the chains over it. Yep.
Dog, the smaller t-shirts. When he came out with
Vamp
the Ballin', when he came out with that, that's when fashion started to change, because then Lil Wayne started copying what they was doing in New York. And Lil Wayne was, at the time, was the biggest influence down south. So he started dressing like that, and then people started dressing like that, and then it was a domino effect. But the person who started the small shirt wave with the wallet chain and shit like that, bruh, it was Jim Jones. And if you from that time, if you a millennial and you from that time, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Now, because at that same year, what song came out? Or the next year, what song came out? Party Like a Rock Star. And y'all niggas start rocking small shirts, wallet chains. The following year was 2008. The following year was 2008. That's when niggas start rocking the fitted jeans. That's when Kanye started to get his stronghold on fashion. and everybody started rocking fitted jeans and fitted clothes. But where
sure.
it started was with Jim Jones in New York, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out Jim Jones, man.
Shout out Jimmy.
Shout out Jim Jones.
So woo.
But man, I'm gonna end it right there, man. I'm gonna end it right there because I gotta start getting ready for work, y'all. I can't pod no longer, man. I can't pod no longer. So,
and if you did make it this far in the podcast, we want to appreciate you. We love all of y'all. Shout out all of our fans. Please make sure you go comment, like, and subscribe.
Thank you, my heart.
Now. Make
Shout
sure
out
you
New York,
follow
man.
us on all of our social medias at Man What Podcast.
You are.
If you did make it this far in the video, make sure you click to the left or to the right to continue your Man What journey. We got plenty of episodes before, and we got more coming for y'all. Also,
this the KD episode. This Trey 5. Oh wait,
we on 35, man. So I'm gonna let Khalil go ahead and end it out. I hope y'all don't miss me. I hope y'all don't miss us until the next episode, man. Come on. Go ahead and close us out, brother.
Man, look, man. I appreciate everybody for watching the Man What Podcast. You are tuned in for another episode. You made it this far. This is episode 35. And you're on this journey with us. We appreciate everybody watching. We appreciate your cousin, your aunties, your brothers, your grandpas. But let me tell you who this pod is for. This pod is for Gam Gam, man.
Shout out grandma.
You know what I'm saying? This pod is for Gam Gam, man.
This is her favorite podcast.
This is her favorite podcast, brother. This is her favorite one. We about to start having cooking lessons on this bitch.
You feel me?
You know what I'm
talking
about?
Start teaching y'all how to chef up some arroz con pollo, some,
saying?
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
some toquito, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I'm saying? Yeah, some sofritas. You know what I mean?
We love y'all, man. This is Khalil episode, so y'all make sure y'all give it up for my boy. It go down every time on the Man.
Man, we love y'all, man. And shout out to y'all. Next episode. Peace.